if people are online, you still have that speed regardless.
Hmm.
So if I buy a 100 megabits or 80 or 60 or 70 megabits a second DSL service, you're always going to get that speed. Uh, look, it's so it's a weird market. So DSL is more consistent but slower because it doesn't matter how many users are on. Broadband cable has fucking crazy off.
Hmm. So
It's
it.
food for thought.
Hmm. Indeed.
But if you're looking for consistency from a speed perspective, I mean, gaming online doesn't require a lot of data. It doesn't. I mean, I gamed online for almost 3 years on a cell phone hotspot with a download speed of like 80 megs a second. It was shit. I had a ping of 150. And I had pretty legitimate gaming, and it was consistent. But it was consistently slow. But with cable, you know, not hot hours, during the week, I get faster download speeds when nobody else is on. Feel
Nobody
kind of
else.
preachy right now.
Oh, trust me, I've heard a lot worse when it comes to that. You
But
have,
as far as if you want to talk about internet, like broadband, irregardless, hands down, is going to be the best you're going to get.
well, I cannot. I'm gonna be honest. The internet service that I have right now isn't bad by any means, and they they offer really really cheap rates for what I have. It's just I want to be able to give it an upgrade because what they provide is not what we can take, and I've noticed that. And that's one of the reasons that they gave us their old one that they had. If I could, I'd take that ATT dual band and hook it up, but it won't work because it won't let us. It won't let us use it because it's provided by a different service provider, and it won't. I'm not I'm not privy to the way that stuff works. It just won't. I've tried it. I've tried to get that thing to work before, or else it just what I need is get a generic to try and do that thing that I need it to do, so that way we can take what we have rather than taking half or a quarter of what we have right now, because what we have right now is I'm gonna be honest, this thing lags like a boss. It lags so hard. It's pretty weird. I'm gonna go grab myself a couple beers real quick.
That's fine. I'm enjoying this conversation.
Uh, I'm back. Did you miss me? I
Like I
am
said,
streaming Bloodborne yet again. More Bloodborne! It's been forever since I played this game.
I'm not trying to be preachy, but it's good information though.
It really is. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I can probably only take about 50% of what you told me. And that's only because of the way I comprehend it. I have to focus on other things rather than, that's just basically how education works. You're told more than once until the point where you actually get it,
Oh yeah, I
Until
get
you
it.
run into college, and then college is like you're only told once. You're fucked.
And no, honestly, fuck college. We have an intern we've been working with all summer, and he spent like $160,000 in tuition, and that kid's a complete idiot. So, do I have any reservation about higher education? Maybe, but that's my personal opinion.
Hey, recently I put a thing on. I don't know if you're. I'm not a very big Trump supporter. I don't really like to say anything about politics when it comes to it on stream. Like I said
Well,
before, many blood-sucking mutants. But beside the point, I've never been a big supporter of Trump. Recently on my Facebook I put days since being national incident or days since being a national moron or something like that. Picture of Trump, 0. Yeah, I don't like Trump.
it's your constitutional right.
I think he's an
You can
idiot.
like,
And then when he
you can.
announced that video games promote violence to us, it's like, I hate to say it, but like, when have you actually seen me like legitimately want to kill someone over this game? And like, if I get to that point, I'm just gonna walk away, man. It's not worth it, you know.
All right.
That's okay. I'm I am very very when it comes to it, I'm none. I'm I'm over here on the side of no party. I don't
I
believe
think
in
they're
the
all
party
fucked.
system. I believe the class system is completely bullshit. I believe
Yeah.
that the class system and the Republican and the Democrats need to get rid of their labels because it's too much to take in with the assumptions that are provided with such class systems.
And you were completely not wrong with that. What I want to make a point is, I think it's all broken. That's it. With that being said, with the sub note, politics are broken. So, being that I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna preach my age. Yes, I have been around a little bit longer, and been gaming since the ripe old age of 6. Casualty or a shooting or some sort of indiscriminate violence in America, they blame video games, right?
Always.
So, always, right? Well, it's fine. In 2006, MIT did a study about violence, mass violence, and video gamers playing shooters. And the consensus of the study was, and it's actually on, I believe it's still on MIT's website, is that people that play first-person shooters and violent video games understand the repercussions of violence. So they understand that if you indulge in a violent lifestyle, like in a video game, people die. And the funny thing is, all the individuals that are ethical human beings than people that don't touch them.
See, that makes so much more sense.
There has not been a mass shooting in the United States by anybody that's ever played a violent video game. And I will stand on that. And look it up. The only reason that mass violence happens in the United States is based off, and I can quote, and this is true, hands down, it's based off what?
Society.
Religion.
That's another thing.
That
I wasn't gonna go there.
Belief.
I wasn't gonna go
Nope.
there.
A religious belief. Has nothing to fucking do with video games. There has not been a mass shooter in the United States in history that has done their violent outrage because of playing a violent video game. It's all based off of a religious assumption. And that's not me talking out of my ass.
I'm still listening. I'm just like, I'm trying to dodge shit.
This is kind of a sore topic for me because people talk about people killing people because of video games, and that chaps my ass a little bit. You know, that's fucking stupid. The people that play violent video games understand the repercussions and what happens when you engage in violent activities. People that play violent video games don't kill people. They don't. There's no correlation to that. Ever. There's not a single mass shooter in the history of this country in their manifestos that state that they want to kill people because they played Call of Duty, or they played Battlefield, or they played a Battle Royale. None of them.
I've had people try and correlate the violence between Bloodborne and exactly what's wrong with society today, and it was like, you kidding me? Have you tried to play Bloodborne? It's like tearing the teeth out of your ass. No, wait a minute.
The entire correlation of mass shooters in established worlds has been a religious manifesto. Whether it's a race thing, whether it's an immigration thing, whether it's like a straight up religious thing, it has nothing to do with fucking video games. Same thing with music, right? Oh, they shot up all these people because they listen to violent music. I've been listening to fucking violent music my entire life. I shot a raccoon once. Wow. Okay. Like, what the fuck? It's just society is trying to find a target. That's exactly what it is. They're trying to find a. They can't sit back and look at the fact that society is completely fucked, and that reforms and religious doctrines have kind of taken over the landscape of our morality. But no, let's not look at deep stuff. Let's blame the, me, Assassin, and Oreo playing, Apex, and, Skittles are going to go out and shoot up a Walmart. That's not how it works. That's not how this morality works. The system's broken because we are completely negating and ignoring the fact that people have these idealistic craziness of just, oh my God, I don't know. You get where I'm going.
The idealistic position, the feeling that they need to do this because of their own religious beliefs, or something that they feel has been tainted at some point in time because of that religious belief. I get where you're going.
There it is.
My dad was a minister. His dad was a minister. His dad was a minister. All of my uncles are ministers.
I mean, fuck, do I think, Assassin's gonna, he plays Apex, so he's gonna fucking pick up an AK and go show up at church? Fuck no. He's a good kid. He ain't gonna do shit. He's gonna play video games and, live his life. His skills gonna be like, oh, I have 4,000 hours playing Battlefield. That's a pretty violent game. Am I gonna go rob a fucking tank and go fucking terrorize a community? No. I'm gonna get drunk in my living room, play video games, and go pass out on my floor. It's the concept is completely fucking skewed. But the fact that politicians now, and the whole liberal idea is the fact that they can't understand the fact that the people running this country are fucking in a retirement home, and they don't understand how video games work, and how this whole society has been developed and is evolving. So they pick the first scapegoat, video games. Okay. None of the people in history that have ever committed mass murders have ever touched a video game. Research it. They've never touched one.
That's only because of the fact that they never actually had the opportunity to play it, because history has revolved somewhere around the 70s of video games actually being a thing.
With that being said, though, also there's another study that says that people that play video games have better hand-eye coordination. They're better drivers. They're better professionals. They're more moral because they understand that violent encounters have repercussions. Death. So people that play video games aren't the bad guys. We understand that violent encounters have negative repercussions. But we also are more quote-unquote talented. We have better hand-eye coordination. We're better drivers. We're better professionals. We're better with the morality of what crime is and what violence is. And the government is just looking for these fucking scapegoats to be like, oh, these new kids, they play video games, so they kill people. But if you look in the history of this crap, all these people that do all these crimes, they never touched a video game. But they don't understand that and they don't know it, so they're just trying to blame the kids. And I'm saying kids, me and you. I mean, my daughter is still being blamed for people getting fucking murdered. Yeah, because I'm gonna go fucking shoot up a Walmart because I play Apex. It's a stupid dynamic.
That's one of the reasons I don't really like Trump. He just tries to find stuff to point at people and say, hey, it's your fault. He's been doing that ever since The Apprentice, for corn's sakes. That's one of the reasons I don't like him. I keep hearing him in my mind saying, you're fired.
Hey, Chris, and I'm gonna level with you, and I don't do that much. I did vote for him, all because it was the lesser of two evils, and the last thing I was that corrupt bitch in office. So whatever, it is what it is. I made a choice.
I didn't vote because the lesser of two evils is not an evil; it's a want. At that point, it's just what you want, and I didn't want either one. And I felt like that's exactly where I stood as a voter. I voted the year before that. I voted for frickin' Obama, okay?
I did
I'm
too.
gonna be honest. That's one of the reasons I didn't vote for them. I didn't care. I didn't want to deal with that bullshit. I was fuck that.
It wasn't, yes, it was a lesser of two evils, but at the same time, I'm not going to be that person that doesn't vote and then bitches about the outcome. So yes, maybe I did pick the lesser of two. That was weird.
Oh
I'm gonna finish
no!
my comment
No!
before we get DC'd.
You. Oh my god! I'm putting that in a. I'm putting that in there. I'm putting that in the contemplation.
Compilation. Can I finish my comment?
Yes, please do. That's why I invited you back.
I know. My console fucking lagged out, but all right. Yes, I voted for Trump. Am I a big fan? No. And everybody has a constitutional right to do what they want to do, and that's fine. And I'm not going to judge you on your decision, and I'm not going to judge myself on mine. The reason is the lesser of two evils. And the reason I did that is because I've been around for a while. I'm not because I'm old, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm older. So the one thing that really kind of chaps my ass when it comes to the political system, it's broken as fuck. And everybody will tell you that, and it's fine. I served in the military and everything. The political system is fucking broken, and that's fine. It's a known. The reason I did vote, and I did vote for Trump, being the lesser of two evils, and I'm not. Am I proud to say that? Not really, but I had to do what I do. The reason I did that, and the reason I did vote for the lesser of two evils, is because what I see a lot on social media and text messages and stuff, people bitching about leadership in America. And I'm not trying to shit at anybody here. I'm not trying to be a dick, but if you don't contribute to the political process, if you don't vote, but you can sit there on Facebook and spam fucking 20, 30 posts about you hate your president, but you didn't vote, well, you didn't then shut up. You know what I'm saying?
With the comment of lesser two evils, I felt like I was obliged not to vote because I feel like I had the standpoint of what needed to be said when I did that. And it wasn't necessarily that I didn't want to vote. Sure as hell, if I could vote for a third party other than both of them, other than the lesser of two evils, which was given to me by the state and everyone else that said, yeah, why don't you vote, because that's exactly what you should do, is vote as a responsible adult, vote for the lesser of two evils. I just felt like neither of them deserved it,
and neither of them did, and that's fine. And I actually completely agree with your stance, and dude, I completely agree with your stance. But there are the libertarians, there's the independents, there were other people there. I'm just saying, to not contribute but then bitch about it is kind of where I get kind of butthurt about it. And I'm not trying to single you out. I'm not trying to bitch at you. Irregardless of how broken the system is, and a lot of countries don't have this system. We are the democratic power on the planet. So
we're probably we're the only one, actually.
The only largest power on the planet. Facebook posts for 2 years about how they hate their. I'm like, well, did you do anything about it? I mean, irregardless, and it's fine. And everybody has a personal choice. I mean, if you vote for somebody, I vote for somebody, it's your personal choice. But if you don't do anything, and I'm not trying to shit on you, man.
Yeah, I get you. I'm just verbalizing what I feel needed to be said at that point, because I think it needed to be said, honestly. Not that I was trying to be rude.
No, I completely agree with you. It's fine. If you don't want to, you don't. I mean, we all have a privilege. We're the United States. We're the most powerful country on the planet. If you don't want to, don't. It's fine.
Yeah, precisely.
I don't vote or don't. I really don't give a shit. But what chaps my ass is that fact that we have a system broken or not. And if you don't want to contribute, that's completely your prerogative. But if you do, please do so. But if you don't spam my social media account the fact that you hate your president, but you refuse to vote. What the fuck? I know our system might be broken, but if you don't contribute, why the fuck are you bitching?
For real.
I mean, for the love of God. I mean, regardless how broken the shit is, and it's fine, but when I go on me
Bingo.
Assassin doesn't stamp anything. And then halfway through, Assassin says, bingo. They're like, where's your stamps? Why didn't have them? Well, get my point?
Wow, that's a little ridiculous game of bingo there without any thumbtacks, bro.
If you don't contribute, you can't bitch. And I'm not trying to shit on your parade. It's just, it's a pet peeve of mine.
Well, that's what everyone told me throughout the whole Trump campaign. The lesser of two evils. The lesser of two evils. You know what I told people? The lesser of my ass.
Well, your prerogative, man. And that's fine. You don't have to. I don't really give two shits. But based off of my experience and being in the military and knowing Hillary Clinton's experience, there's no way in fucking I put my stamp on that bitch and off. Fuck no.
Yeah, I don't
I'd
blame
rather
you.
fucking take a 30-ass sick in charge of White House before that bitch sits in that seat.
See,
And
I understand where you're going from, which is why I'm glad she didn't take it. But I'd rather sit back and watch the shit parade rather than watch every single country that we've ever known make fun of us the whole fucking time. I'm gonna be honest. Every single country that we knew as an ally was making fun of us during this time.
Yep.
I'm not kidding you. Like it was a shit parade, which is, you know, that's exactly why my my thought wasn't necessarily anywhere with don't vote or anything like that. Originally, it was I'm gonna vote, and I'm gonna vote for someone that's not even on the ballot because fuck it. And then I'm gonna be honest, my vote was for Bernie because Bernie was probably the only one on there that actually made sense.
That's your prerogative. That's your right. And I'm not going to judge you. Fine.
Yep.
I mean, dude, I'm like chill as fuck. I don't really fucking care. Other people choose. As long as people choose. As long as people participate. That's what democracy is. When people don't participate and then bitch about the results, go fuck yourself. Get my drift?
Yep.
If you're gonna stand here as American, go fuck politics, I hate everybody, but then elections come around and be like, I didn't vote. Then what the fuck are you? At least say something. I mean, write in Mickey Mouse or something. Do something. Try
that
to
is legal.
participate.
You can actually draw a Mickey Mouse. I remember reading that.
Keith Sutherland was actually like the 4th place for write-ins.
Damn.
Just do something. That's what democracy is. We're a democracy. We're the most powerful country on the fucking face of the earth. And yeah, our system might be a little bit broken, and that's fine. But it's still a good system. I mean, we've been a world power for 300-something years now. Like,
We're
do
still
something
technically
about
the
it.
youngest country known to man, though.
I know, and the most powerful on the face of the earth.
Which is really fucking weird.
So, these bitches that sit there and complain about all the crap that they about it because we don't have universal health care and, you know, weed's not legalized, but when it comes to voting, they're like, I hate everybody, I'm not voting. What the fuck? I swear to God, like, I would be actually more prone to agree with them if they'd, like, write in, like, I mean, got Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck, just participate. Just do something about it. That's why this country's been the greatest and the most powerful for fucking 300-something years. Because we can contribute. We're involved. We can evolve it. You get all these fucking privileged little motherfucking bitches who be like, I don't like anybody do anything. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna bitch about everything about it. And it's like, what the fuck? If you're not gonna do anything about it, stop bitching about it. I mean, fuck, yeah. I voted for Trump. Fuck it. Sue me. Kill me. Hang me. Whatever.
I don't care. Trump is what he is. I think of the lesser of stupid idiots, he was probably the most tame of the idiots. Because of the fact he's a millionaire. He's just out for money. He's not looking to destroy this country by any means.
And I'm not trying to promote my cause. I'm just saying, just do something. Just do something. You know? it chats my ass. You get these bitches on Facebook and Face Chat or whatever these fucking mobile apps are, and they're like, oh, I hate this government, you know, fucking hate. And then they're like, did you vote? They're like, no. I'm like, okay. Okay. I hate our president, he's a piece of shit. I'm like, did you vote? No. Well, that's what it is, then. I mean, I'm not party specific. I'm not. I mean, if you want me to be real level with you, if you're okay with me to you, I mean, I'm not a lot with politics, but I also don't scar a relationship. But if you want to talk real to real, I'll say
Polly,
real to real to you.
Many ticks, blood-sucking mutants. That is the void of what is politics. Therefore, anything that is laid on the table at this point in time when it comes to beliefs is very diverse. It is what it is. I'm not going to judge you beyond what you believe and what I believe, okay, Skits?
It's not, and thank you. And it's not what I believe, really. It's just what America needs. So I'm going to level with you. I voted for Trump for two reasons. First things first. He's not a politician. They're all corrupt. Right? He was a businessman. Irregardless of his upbringings, and people say, you know, his daddy gave him all his money, whatever. We need all of our fucking crops. You know, Iran with the nuclear power, the nuclear deal. You know, fuck it. You guys are breaking the deal anyway, so fuck, we're out. Well, but nuclear power. It's a. I hate politics so much.
Like I said, man, that's one of the reasons I don't like politics. It's a big old fuck fest of why not, where should we be, and why should we be? Because not whether or not we should or should not, it's what they want. And what we want is not what they want. So therefore, what we want is the complete opposite of what they want. And that's exactly why what we want shouldn't be what they want. But it should be in a mutual agreement where we actually come together and actually agree on something rather than trying to screw each other over subsequently, or at least on a subconscious level, and actually knowing it as soon as we actually meet. Because that's a big old fuckfest. That's exactly what that was.
Okay. Everything is a fuckfest. And everything in global politics is a fuckfest. Every major power in this world has nuclear weapons. Every major power, everybody, anybody, and everybody at a click of a button. And we understand that. The reason that and hate me for this if you will, and that's fine. I like you as a gaming buddy, as a friend. The reason that I like Trump's stance is he's telling the entire world, fuck off. The U.S. is the U.S. and we don't fucking care anymore. Because for years the U.S. has just been like, oh, we're friends with everybody. No. Oh, Iran, we're cool with you. You know, Korea, oh, well, let's be cute with you. You know, Russia, we'll just be like, hey, how you doing, buddy? And then now we got the Chinese sanctions. It's just,
we're cruising for a bruising. That's what I see. We're cruising for a bruising.
Oh, no, absolutely. No, absolutely. No, you're not wrong with that. It's gonna go south. But the thing is that the previous administrations have been so hell-bent on just being everybody's friend.
Dude, politics is like the bottom of the ladder when it comes to it. You're a good guy. I don't care. If you're a good guy, in my book, you could be a Nazi, freaking neo-Nazi. I've been friends with neo-Nazis, okay?
Is what happened when
Explosions. My grandfather was there, actually. No, actually, it was very devastating. We tried our hardest to defend off such an opposition, but to be fair, most of their opposition was actually on break at the time. They chose the right time. They had a mole. Explosions.
That's fine. The United States right now has spent so many years under administration trying to be everybody's friend. And Russia be like, oh, Russia, we're friends, right? We're gravy. And then it's like, no, fuck. We're not here to be people's friends. The reason that World War I and World War II happened is because the U.S. was just like, oh, you know, we're our own entity. We don't care. Oh, fuck that. We care now.
Mm-hmm.
We care now. That's why we have nuclear ballistic submarines all over the planet. We have nuclear bombers flying all over the world. The second that the U.S. doesn't care anymore, World War III. We need to care. We need to be all up in their fucking shit. Because if we can't patrol, because the reason World War II happened, because we didn't patrol, we're like, oh, where do you? We'll be all chill, bro. Fuck that. If the U.S. is not in global cooperation, we're fucked.
I would agree.
So the fact that we are power projecting ourselves in like the South China Sea and the Koreas, I mean, and I'm not trying to say, and I'm really happy that you are actually listening to this. I'm not trying to be a warmonger. I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but the last time that the U.S. didn't care, we had World War II. The last time that the U.S. said, you know what, we're just going to sit back and just take care of ourselves, Pearl Harbor got bombed. Pearl Harbor Memorial?
I really wish I could, honestly. It would be quite an honor to sit amongst all of the people that were there at the time of such a devastating moment in history where people were basically blindsided by other people that they trusted. And
I have something
it's
I will
sad
say
to
to you.
hear something like that actually came to be from something like that.
I went to the